What's going on? It's your boy Blackout Jones back again with a review of Fruits Basket. Really quickly, I'm on the road to 100 subscribers, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe down below so we can reach our 100 sub goal by the time the summer season of anime is over, man. Currently, I'm at 94. Let's get to this review. Fruits Basket decided not to, put on a full-on assault on our feelings today and gave us it was basically a regular slice of life episode featuring Yuki today. I always like seeing Yuki episodes because it seems like he takes, strides and strides each episode that he's featured and, with character development. So, Yuki says, no, you guys, I cannot be the prince of the play of Cinderella. I have to, he has a social life of abundance, the student council, he has responsibilities. So he's putting his energy towards that, this episode. So right off the bat, we go ahead and see, Maki. Maki is spazzing the fuck out. She spazzed the fuck out in the student council room. The room was a mess. She seems to be, for a very calm character, it seems as though she seems to keep everything bottled up. Now, with Maki, I like her, right? Because it seems like Yuki also likes her because he's done small things, done small gestures towards her to keep her comfortable and stuff like that. I think one time he gave her the leaf when he came back from the fucking school trip or something. He went somewhere, I think it was a school trip, but he came back and he gave Maki a leaf, and then Maki just held it up in the sky. Obviously, I think Yuki sees himself in what Maki is now, because Yuki, of course, he was a very reserved, to himself guy in the school setting, but we know he had a lot of stuff going on in the background, and Maki is sort of the same way. I think he's trying to bring her out of her shell. I think that's a part of Yuki's character development. Also, I don't lie to you, I think there's a low-key spark between those two, man. There's a little kindred spark right there. And I think I would like to see more of Maki in the future, maybe more speaking role. It's usually not one of the backstories that I speak about in my reviews, but why not, man? Let's go ahead and get a Maki backstory, man. I think I'm probably saying her name wrong, but I think one of her backstories would probably be very, very interesting and entertaining, and I think it should be pertinent to the progression of the show, because like I always tell you guys, if they get any sort of screen time, man, they're going to be a very important fixture in the show later on, most likely. They really don't introduce people for no reason, so I would like to see her backstory get flushed out a little bit. But coming to find out, it seems that her and the other dude, I forgot his name, but her brother, they're siblings. They're not dating, they are siblings. That was confirmed this episode, and we learn a little bit more about the backstory of family feud, who's going to be the successor to the wealthy dad. But obviously, common sense would tell you just go ahead and split it down the middle, of course. But I'm sure one of the mothers was being greedy, or both mothers were being greedy, and they just wanted one child to have all of it. It wouldn't make sense. That makes sense to me, but it is what it is. So that's their situation. But there's still more to that backstory, because brother said that she might not be freed from that world yet of trying to be the best candidate to get the fucking the money. Man, I'll tell you one thing though, man, she definitely got some issues, because she sure know how to fuck up a nice organized room, man. I'd be like, come on, man, you can fuck up a room, but don't fuck up this room right here. Like, damn, I need this one, if I was Yuki. But Fruits Basket out here tackling real life issues. It's funny how good the show is at tackling humanity and stuff like that, because believe me, that's happening. People are arguing for less money than that, you feel me? People like parents and fathers and mothers, baby fathers, are out here really arguing for less than fucking royalties for a loaded father, arguing for fucking who got the last box of cereal and shit like that. It's real out here, man. But the progression for Yuki in this first scene, the young kid in the student council, he's real uptight, real irky. He reminds me a little bit of I forgot his name, I'm not gonna bring, but he reminds me of he's real irky. So Yuki, Yuki is laying down the motherfucking law. He basically told him enough. I never heard that much bass in Yuki voice before. He is laying down the hammer, man, becoming a man's man. The progression for Yuki is phenomenal. Good for him. There was also a nice, calm, non-toxic interaction between Yuki and his mother. It was a nice scene, wasn't nothing to it, but also it's just a stepping stone because it was a non-toxic, interaction. So that's a +1 for Yuki. Yuki is up 2 in this episode. So as far as this play goes, I'm hearing Cinderella, I'm hearing Kyo as being the male lead. All that's telling me is character development. Toru as the evil witch, that's telling me straight comedy. Yuki is the fairy godmother. What the fuck are y'all thinking, man? What in the hell were y'all? But anyway, that's besides the point. So that will be an interesting arc. I can only imagine. I'm sure. Hopefully he doesn't turn into a cat. Understand me? What would happen? Because Cinderella's a romance. I'm sure he has to embrace, Toru's friend at a certain point in this movie. You know what I'm saying, or play. So what would just happen if they happen to transform in front of everybody? That has to happen, bro. That has to happen. Like, there's no way that they're gonna go this whole series without transforming in front of someone besides Honda, man. Like, come on now. There's no way. But anyway, moving forward, there was one main theme that was teased throughout this whole episode, teased at least 3 times. It was teased 3 times this episode, and at least once in the previous episode. In the beginning of this episode, Yuki says, there's one thing that me and Ren have in common that we both yearn for. Now, as I was thinking, there are about 3 things that Ren and Yuki could both yearn for. One being companionship. Ren, love, whether it be romantic or platonic. Ren is in love with Haru. She looks to Haru for companionship, support, stuff like that. But also she wants to protect Haru from she wants to let me put a pin in that. One can argue that Yuki also is looking for companionship. If you remember, it was Honda. Remember, Yuki's a strong dude. He's withstood a lot to still stand tall and operate as he has been doing before he met Honda. But Honda was the one who empowered him to do more and be a greater person. So that's just kind of a reach, but I think companionship can fit there. Back to my tidbit about protection. Ren wants to, she took that damage from Akito, being thrown off the second story, in order to protect Haru. You feel me? Because she obviously, she feels sorry. Like Ren said, she feels sorry for nice people. She don't want nice people to get taken advantage of. So honestly, Ren might be a natural protector, even though she knows the abuse, you know what I'm saying? And so protection, being a protector might be what Ren is looking for also to fill that role successfully, right? Yuki, if you look back to it, Yuki was the one who fucking told Honda that she could live with them. If you remember, like in the first few episodes or first episode, whatever it was, Yuki was the one who brought her. So he's a natural protector also. And, quiet as it's kept, it might be a callback from that, from that hat scene. I think, like I said, I think Kyo and Yuki, had something to do with that hat. And, maybe the reason Honda's mom is this. There's still a deeper connection there that we have forgotten about amongst all the stuff that's been going on in this season. But so far it's companionship and fulfilling the role of a protector. The obvious third one would be Ren and Yuki both yearn to be both yearn to have the curse broken, the Zodiac curse. Of course, Yuki never looked for things such as a social life or doing extracurricular activities. He just was kind of doing his time until it was time for him to be locked away. Now Yuki has things that he's looking forward to. So now obviously he wants the curse broken. Ren obviously wants the curse broken in order to live her life happily with Haru. But listen, man, all Rin wants to do is just live her life happily with Haru in the absence of Akito, man. That's all she wants. So companionship, fulfilling the role of a protector, break the curse, and last but not least, man, they just want to be understood, man. Overall, this was a solid episode, man. Yuki's, of course, taking strides as per usual. The plot was solid. There was no big plays made today. They ain't put us in our emotions today. It was not an episode of Feels Basket, but an episode of Fruits Basket. It was regular. Maybe next episode we will find out what fucking Yuki yearns to get from his relationship with Honda, man, because obviously he needs her, for emotional support, but there might be more to it. So it's your boy Blackout Jones signing off. Next review, we going 3 for 3 today, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, man.